me, Shannan Marie, and it's September 6th. No, it's not. It's September 8th, 2014. It's Monday, and I am a happy, happy girl right now. I'm very happy because I am going to New York in the morning. This very LA, California girl is jumping on a plane, and I'm flying to New York for a business trip, and I'm really excited. I'm being brought to New York City, miles away from the two World Trade Center towers, very close, within a day of September 11th. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what my plans are when I'm there, but I'm going to try to make my way to the World Trade Center site and try to clear up some of that negative energy that's in that city and that was created by a few people, and everyone else in the whole wide world, and our country especially, and other countries as well. We vilify them. I'm here to clean some of that up. I'm on a mission, and I instinctually feel the need to bring my positive energy, and I think this is a mission, like I came here for a big mission in my whole entire life. Like there's a purpose and a theme and many missions within it, and I feel like for some reason I'm not even there yet. I don't know, but I feel like this is a mini mission. So I don't know, it could all be just a wild dream I'm living. It very well could be, but I don't think so. Hey world, it's me, Shannan Marie, and it's September, It's September 9th, 2014. Guess where I am? I made it! I made it to New York, safe and sound. I'm here, honeys. I'm out in these streets, or I'm about to be. I'm about to go to the World Trade Center site. Like, as soon as I finish this video, I'm jumping on a subway and I'm going there by myself, and I'm gonna have a beautiful time. I just want to go to the World Trade Center and do my thing. So that's that plan. Hey guys, it's me, Shannan Marie, and it is September 9th, 2014. I have crybaby face, and I was just thinking about the moment I had today at the World Trade Center site, and it was beyond profound. I didn't know what I was going to be doing there today. I didn't know. I had no idea. I had no plans. I had the intention on doing everything I could to prepare my own physical body and my emotional body and my aura. I did everything I could to prepare my own self today before I went there. Wow. I'm still trying to process all the stuff that happened today. So before I even got off the plane, I was already preparing myself, and on the plane I did it, at the hotel room after I checked in I did it, and then when I was at the World Trade Center site I did this little like warm-up, spiritual warm-up I do to prepare myself, and I'll just summarize it. First, I pull God's light into my body, and I radiate God's light. Very, very bright. That's A. B, I call in my heavenly team. And C, today, which I don't do on a normal basis, I just do A and B. Today, I called in the big guns, the big dogs. I sent a call out to not only my heavenly team, but my galactic team. My galactic team. Our galactic team. Our star brothers and sisters. Better known as extraterrestrials. We are a big family on this planet. We're all connected to nature, to one another, to other planets, and beyond. And it's time that we start to recognize that and acknowledge that fact. You don't have to do anything with it. Simply acknowledge it. And that's a big start for humanity as a whole. To understand that we are not alone. A, we are not alone. B, they don't want to harm us. They don't have ill intentions for us. They want to help us because they know that if we self-destruct on this planet, that will affect everything else in our galaxy, in our universe. So they all have intentions of assisting us, and as humans living on this planet, we as humans living on this planet have to initiate. They can't just step in and say, oh, we'll do this, we'll do this. We know what to do to make it better. We, as humans living on planet Earth, have to initiate the things that we want. On the plane, I was connecting to the air surrounding the plane and all of the air surrounding our planet. I was also connecting to the clouds surrounding the plane and around our whole planet. And I connected to the water underneath us and the land underneath us. I'm like super nature girl to the max. I don't know who I've become this person, and it's amazing, and it feels so good, and I've never felt more comfortable in my own skin. I also, after I connected God source and I pulled God energy into me, I did a meditation where I called in everyone I needed. I said, this is a call to my heavenly team and all of the loving beings from all corners of the universe. Please come here now to me. Please get into position to do this powerful work with me. I then, in an instant, got a powerful message, confirmation, that many are already stationed above the World Trade Center location in the sky. So they were already in position, stationed above the location, preparing the space for me and the energy work we will do. And many are there to simply hold the light for me and for us in that space, in and around the World Trade Center location. When I walked up initially, I had just jumped on the subway, and all the people and the sounds and the smells and everything was just so stimulating. Like I was like in a rush to get there because I wanted to like have my time and have my moment there before it got too dark.
So once I got there, I started to feel that overwhelming sense of grief and sadness. I still continued to walk around, and I wanted to walk around the whole thing 3 times to create this circle, this light circle around, where it's this solid energy circle around the World Trade Center location, where God's light can just funnel and pour in to our planet from that location. I wanted God's light to flow in straight through all of that negativity and destruction and devastation that was there, and all the negative energy, God's energy. I wanted that to be like this big space where God's light just like funnels through to the center of our planet and lighten things and heal. So that was my plan, was to walk around 3 times to create this, and I couldn't even get a quarter of the way past or through the first one, and I completely got hit with this wave of energy, and I kept walking, and I figured, this is, if any place I could cry here. No one's gonna look at me funny or sideways. Like, I could do this here, it's okay. So I just tried to keep walking, and it just got overwhelming, and I couldn't. I almost had a panic attack. Like, I was sitting there breathing. I was so wild. Like, you guys, where did this come from? It just came out of nowhere all of a sudden, and I just felt it, and it was so strong. It was so strong, and
while I was in New York and I made my way to the World Trade Center site where the towers once stood, I didn't know what I'd be doing, but I surrendered to the moment, and I was guided to bring a column or create a space and invite God's light, this huge column of God's light, right into the center of where these towers stood and where they fell, where people died and people saw things that no one should ever be seeing. People falling from the windows, and people getting crushed by the buildings falling on them, and the helpers and bystanders and people who came to help, the firefighters from Engine 12 or Engine 10 right across the street from the World Trade Center. And I'm not sure what the other one, 35, there's one crew that mostly all their guys passed away in the World Trade Center that day. And so much negativity was left there as a result of that day. Not just in that space, but in the city, in our country, in the world. So much negativity was created that day. Along with this beautiful white, bright light that came through, I also brought down, I invited, and I visualized this right around the white column of gold light coming into New York City, right in the middle. I imagine this gold, like, lining around this circle, like a golden seal around, just sealing it all in, this love and light, this pure, concentrated God energy, to not only neutralize, but to raise the vibration and lift the negativity out. Just a day after I was at the World Trade Center site, and I did this energy work to bring a big column of God's white light into the center of all of this negativity, The next day, a few times during my day, I sat and I did mini meditations where I reinforced that work I did. And I just imagined this white light, this huge white column of white light coming in to this space and radiating out into the whole city and then the whole country and the whole world, and just engulfing the whole world in this God light. So that was what I was doing. After I'd done that, even that night and even in the next day a couple times. So then I was just on the plane when we were taxiing, sitting back. I did a mini meditation where I imagined, okay, the work I did, it's still happening. It's just flowing into the planet. I finish. I'm looking outside. I turn and I look, and I see this white light, this column of white light in the darkness. And I looked like, what? That's not real. It can't be real. So I rubbed my eyes. I literally rubbed my eyes. I did. Hold on. What? Is that really there right now? And I literally almost asked the lady behind me, is there a column of white light right there? Coming down? Or going up, whatever? I sat back in my seat. I peeked again like it would be gone, and it was still there. I looked, I turned straight. I remember I was just like, it took a minute to process. And after a few moments of me like, is that what? I just did that at the World Trade Center, and then it's all dark, and then there's this one column of bright white light as I'm leaving New York. So I just sat back, and I just was like confused. And then I got a message from heaven. Shannan, the work that you did was successful. That is a significant moment. That's confirmation that what you did was mission accomplished. Thank you. Okay. So I sat down, and to transition into the work I had to do, after I kind of composed myself, I was still crying, but there's this panel, so there's this huge square, humongous square, like set into the ground, but above it, and there's water flowing in. And around it, above the ground, and all around this huge square is this like marble panel. It's like a tabletop, but there's names like etched into the marble, and just names upon names upon names, like the thousands of names of the people that lost their lives that day on September 11th, 2001. And I walked around it. I walked around it. I cannot cry. I have stuff to say. So, I walked around as I was crying. I walked around, and as I walked the whole perimeter of this memorial, I had my hand along the edge, and I just walked, and I just touched. And those people standing up against some of the places along the perimeter of it, so I just walked around them and continued and put my hand back. And I was intending to. And I connected to every soul
that lost their life that day. It was the most emotional feeling in that time I was there. I've never felt the intensity of any emotion. And I intended to give every soul that lost their life, and all their family members and their friends, and anyone that ever knew them and was affected by 9/11, I sent them loving energy and healing and light and God's light into their life, even now. And the people that lost their lives, I prayed that the devastation of that event, of however they died, was erased from their soul, because that leaves a mark on someone's soul. And that's how people have phobias. A lot of times how they died in a previous life, and you just carry it. And I just wanted to help them. And so I did. And that was very heavy. So I brought God's light, that column of God's light. I brought it there. And then I connected to everyone that died and everyone that was affected by 9/11. And then, so I did that. And then, and I had the help of my heavenly team and of everyone. I did a call. When I was on the plane on my way to New York, I did a call. I did a meditation, and I said, I'm connected to my higher self. I'm guided to do whatever I'm going to have to do for this mission. I am calling my whole heavenly team and the whole company of heaven. If you're not busy right now, or even if you are busy, drop what you're doing if you feel this is important, because this is going to be big. Come here and prepare yourself and position yourselves in a space where you're going to assist me with healing this planet, and it's going to start in New York at the World Trade Center site. I did that on the plane on the way there, and then I called my galactic team, all of our star brothers and sisters, the extraterrestrials that are up there that love us. They love us and they want to help us, but they can't do it for us. So when you know, you can call on them, they can help you. And so I did that, and everybody was in position. I didn't know what the heck I was going to do once I got there, but I was just guided to do all these little things. And okay, so I did the column of light, and I went around and I connected to every soul that was affected by 9/11. And then I created this vortex above the whole site, and it's like, it starts little, but then it gets big, and it's like a little tornado. And I imagine this huge one at the top of where the World Trade Center towers were, and all the negativity was just being sucked up, and the whole company of heaven was there assisting, and any souls that were stuck there were being liberated and released for healing and love, and to get back to their natural state, which is complete love and no negativity. And I could feel everyone like helping. I just felt that. I never felt that before. Like, I know that they're there, and I know that they hope, but I didn't. Like, I did that. And they were all there. They were all there, and they were all helping. And so I did the vortex above it, all to suck out all the negative energy. And then, like, when I'm in my room and I do meditation, I light sage. I have a sage light, a leaf lit, and I stand in the middle of my room,
and I light it, and I close my eyes, and I imagine this little flame is removing all the negativity from my room, because sage removes negative energy. And I stand there and I just hold it for a second to just let it eradicate all the negative energy, negative entities, non-beneficial energies out of my space. Because when I do meditation, it's heavenly, and it's powerful, and I open myself up, and I can't have stuff going inside, so I do that. And then I go to every corner of my room, or I'm standing in the middle, and I move my hand, and I like nail in positivity and love and light into this corner, into the next corner, and I do all 4 corners, and then I do the whole wall, like that's sealed off, and then I do the next wall, and the next wall, and the next wall, and the ceiling, and the floor, so I seal in, and there's only heavenly energy in my room, so I can just open my heart and just do this amazing energy work, and connect to heaven, and heal my own self, and my life, and the stuff I've gone through, and all the emotional scars I have. Like, I just want to get better, and that's how I set the stage for that, in my own bedroom, and here, in my own space, and in my life. So, I don't even know how I learned to do that. I just did it. I did it one day, and I always do it, and it works. So I imagine this big cube, or maybe not a cube, because a cube is like perfectly on all sides, but it's like this clear rectangular box all around the whole World Trade, like as tall as the towers were, like lifted. This whole box, I call it a God box. I don't even know where that even came from either, but it's like, imagine like a clear box around the whole space, like covering the whole space, and it's just God energy. And I imagine like holding the light of God in the middle of this box. Like, I imagine myself floating up there, like in the middle, perfect middle, and I'm holding it, and it's removing all the negative energy from that box. And I felt it go away. I felt the negative energy go away, and then I sealed off all the corners of this box, so that only positive God energy existed there. And I just sat there for a minute and let that just soak in and marinate into the planet. And I did that, and I just imagined like the box being removed, and that concentrated God energy was released into New York City as a whole, and then into the whole country, and then the whole planet was just filled with God, love, and energy. So I did that, and then when I just simply walking around the city, or like in Grand Central Station especially, or on the subway, or even in my hotel, or walking from dinner or whatever, I imagine I was just this little light, radiating God's light, walking down Madison Avenue, or 5th Avenue, or 45th Street, walking to the Roosevelt Hotel where I was staying. And in my hotel, I felt so much dark energy, so I cleared out the whole hotel. Just clear it all. No more negative energy. Any bad stuff that happened here, it's no longer here. That energy is no longer here. It's not serving anyone anymore. And only positivity. And then the energy was lighter in the space, and even in the lobby, it felt different when I walked down. And the next day, it was different. Like, I don't know, who am I that I do all this stuff? And it works. Like, why didn't I know this? Why didn't I know this about myself? I wish I could have fixed my life from before. A long time ago I could have fixed it, but I just do it, and then I said, so everyone gets that. If you're around me, you get it. Like, if I'm in that headspace, then you're getting that energy. And then, like, when I would walk by someone and we made eye contact, they got even more of that energy, of my love energy and God energy. You get it if you're around me.
And like, if I don't know, it's weird, like there's levels, so if you're around me, then you just get it. If we make eye contact, then you get more. And if we exchange smiles, then you just get blasted with my energy. Love energy, healing and fixing you and filling in all the gaps of your soul and guiding you where you need to go. So, did I really just cry through that whole thing? Alright, I'm gonna go. Almost 20 minutes. I have my meditation. Instead of doing it at 9 o'clock today, I'm gonna do it at 9:11. And I'm gonna make a blog post talking about my New York trip and the stuff I did there. So you can read it as well as seeing me talk about it, different perspectives. And I've been doing like a podcast too on SoundCloud. Get the app. It's Dream and the Girl on SoundCloud. Check them out. I just record things and post it. Heaven talks to me and then I post it. Or I'm just talking or whatever and I just post that stuff. So Dream and the Girl, and then also I had one more thing too, but I don't know. Wow, that was a lot. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. I'm just gonna go. Oh, 9/11. Oh my gosh. And so since my spiritual awakening like 3 years ago, I don't know, I used to wake up at 9/11 every day, like back to back, and I would make YouTube videos about, oh my god, I woke up again at 9/11 today. The next day, same thing. So I don't know, whenever, oh my god, that scared me. I have so much snot. It's gross. It's heavenly. Hey, that's not cute. It's heavenly snot. It's like glittery, heavenly snot coming from my nose. But 9/11, so when I do, like, if I don't do a meditation at 9 o'clock, I acknowledge the fact that it's 9. And I'll talk about that later, why I feel like 9 is an important number. But it's September 11th, and I love New York. Did I show you guys my shirt? I don't know. I'm losing it. I love New York. Okay.